Well, good morning there, Facebook. Doing something a little different today to encourage you. Sitting in front of our, kind of a makeshift backdrop, but it's a nice little idea. I love the cross. I've always loved this cross. And then our cave, where he was placed. A gracious Saturday greeting to you all. Tomorrow will be a grand day for so many. It really will. We'll be celebrating this. But see, let's remember, last year we were in the throes of a shutdown. We were about a month in. Last year, Easter was April 12. This year it's April 4. We were about a month in, almost right at 30 days of when they shut everything down around here. This year there'll be food, fun, and games galore. Many churches will be proclaiming Christ. And many churches will be excited to see buildings full of people. I know that makes some of you nervous. I get it. And others it makes excited. The reality is that's what's going to be happening. There'll be a lot going on outdoors, but indoors as well. Others will remain cautious and tune in from home. We encourage you to do that as well. But they'll still enjoy a feast with family and close friends. Easter. Ever wonder why we spend so much effort to produce these events, these happenings, these opportunities to gather together? And I don't just mean the church. I mean at home as well. Have you ever wondered, why do we spend so much time? Why don't we just grab a cheeseburger and go hang out? Well, I think we can summarize it with these words of Christ when he gathered with his disciples shortly after he rose from the grave, shortly after he left that. It's kind of pretty much in most accountings the first encounter that he had with the group, the big group. In Luke 24:41, New Living Translation, it says this: "Still they stood there in disbelief, filled with joy and wonder." Talking to the disciples. They couldn't believe what they saw. Jesus is there, in the midst of them. He was just crucified a few days earlier. They were joy-filled and yet full of wonder. Then he asked them, profoundly, Jesus spoke to them and said, "Do you have anything to eat? Do you have anything to eat?" Joy, wonder, food. It's how we're wired. Come on, it's how we're wired. We love to have joy. We really do have excitement of the wonder when we see a miraculous or we see something we've never seen before. I was watching, I checked in on my niece who was in Florida this last week, and she took her little ones to the zoo, and the wonder, the joy that they were having. We are drawn to these two things, and it's always circled, encapsulated with food. See, it makes for more than just laughter and joy in seeing someone. It's time to eat and laugh and commune together. It's the core of who we are. It's not just the sustenance we need. It's the best way to interact. For you and I, we love coming together and having food. Last night, only a few were here, but boy, they were treated to some wonderful, absolutely wonderful hors d'oeuvres. Good stuff. But the food paled in comparison to the conversations and the love that was around the tables. Socially distanced, of course. It was amazing. I thought of last year. That's all I thought about was last year. This time last year. And this is what we were doing this year. Joy to see the faces. Absolutely loved it. See, it draws us together. Food does. It makes us happy. And I believe this food, do you have anything to eat? Jesus saying this. Pretty much the first sentence he said to a group. Do you have anything to eat? It's summed up in one word. Love. You eat with those you love. It's so much fun. You might not have a deep love for them, but it can grow. And it will grow. The more you eat and commune with somebody, the more that love grows. Guess what? It never ends. Eating will never end. It'll be part of our eternity. Jesus showed the risen Christ ate food. It also states in the Bible, in the New Testament, we will be feasting throughout all time. There's feasts. I mean feast, full-on feast. These feasts don't happen. These feasts have a lot of work, a lot of preparation that goes into them. But the best part about this feast I'm talking about here, Jesus will be at the head of the table. Think about that. Jesus at the head of the table, feasting, having a glorious time. He will come out of that. Well, he's already out. But he leaves that. Left the tomb so we could feast together. Enjoy Easter, my friends. This year is truly a time to celebrate. Let me pray. Father, I pray for a safe and fun Easter for us all. Lord, I pray that we will sense you at the head of our tables. That we will know, Lord, that you are loving us and caring for us as we not only worship the risen Christ, but we enjoy each other. We come together. We have fun and laughter. Just like you designed it. Bless these wonderful people. I pray, Father, that this Easter will more than make up for last Easter. May we have just a grand and glorious time proclaiming Jesus throughout this land and throughout the world. Pray this in Jesus' name. Hope you have a just spectacular Easter, everyone. We're available here, 10 o'clock tomorrow. If you want to come to church, I'll be online at 6:30 with the sunrise service recorded. The one at 10 o'clock in the church will not be recorded. It'll pretty much be the same thing. But the one in church, we're going to have more interaction, and we're just going to enjoy. We're going to have fun. But I don't want to be tied to the constraints of the communication online. I'll do that. It'll be a good message. I've been working on it. I like what I have to say for us to encourage us. But here at church, we're just going to have a grand old time with people. Hope you can make it. Love you guys. See ya.
Don't know how to turn it off.